Wow! How long has it been since we all came together like this? And with so many guests, too!
Oak, this isn't the time.
I know. Just trying to help everyone relax. Let's just start the meeting, shall we? The topic is Shiva, Goddess of Annihilation. We'll begin with what we currently know.
By your leave, I'll keep it concise. May I tell them everything, Shao?
Of course! If they aren't informed, there won't be anything to discuss.
Shiva and her cohorts assaulted the ARKS ship. We have reason to believe that the attackers are photoners.
Photoners again, huh? But why are they hostile to ARKS?
In a voice recording, she said, "I once was sacrificed for the universe." Combining the data we have, we believe she is referring to when the profound darkness was originally sealed by the photoners. We've verified this with Aurora as well. She was not familiar with Shiva herself, but confirmed that such an event did indeed occur.
She was imbued with photons and used as bait to seal the profound darkness in subspace. A living sacrifice. And now she's returned?
If her words are to be truly believed, then yes. But perhaps we should be asking those who have crossed blades with her.
It wasn't just Shiva. The ones with her were in another league as well. It would...
Shiva defied expectations the most. She was utterly unfazed by our attacks.
I wonder... It was almost like she absorbed them all.
Well, duh. That's not surprising. That's the way she was made, after all.
Risa, what do you mean by that?
She was made to hold all the photons of the photoners inside her. Can you even imagine how many that is? Can you? It's so many! Though after having taken a look at both of you, I think you're pretty weird yourself, honestly.
What do you mean? Risa, just what is it that you know?
I will explain. Risa, may I borrow your body?
Yup. Go right ahead. Wake me up if a fight breaks out, though.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. I am Harriet, one of the photoners, as you call them. Guardian, I have met you once before. Do you remember? Yes. I must have given you quite the shock. At that time, my mind was yet in a residual state. I did not even know I was Harriet, nor did I possess a clear will, as I do now. It was all I could do just to speak. I'm glad everything turned out well in the end. Shiva and I are like opposites, in a way. It is her arrival that has allowed me to speak with all of you.
Come again? Are you related to her somehow?
A soul that inexplicably took up residence in an empty vessel. That is me, the artificial being, Harriet. A photonic vessel created to contain everything, including the profound darkness. An embodiment of the end, Shiva, Goddess of Annihilation. We are close, and yet light years away. At the end of the Photoner era, civilization reached its zenith. They replaced their bodies as needed, devaluing physical forms. Society revolved around the use of photons. However, they were not so enlightened as to abandon their bodily vessels entirely, and so they sought after the ultimate vessel. One scientist created a vessel, but opted not to use it, treating it as a person instead. He conversed with this mute vessel until it finally developed a heart, awakening to the power of photons. This distillation of technology possessed a spirit and a power, an extraordinary power, entirely unique. The scientist was pleased. He had created not a replica, but an independent, parallel being, one on par with the Akashic records. However, that was precisely when the final replica of the Akashic records, the Profound Darkness, was born. To seal the Profound Darkness, a vessel equal to the Akashic records was required. That was me, but a heart was unnecessary. My soul, my heart, was removed, and photons were compressed into the now empty vessel. A will to control all photons was born, and that is Shiva, Goddess of Annihilation. You know the rest. Shiva achieved total photonic absorption and vanished into subspace with the Profound Darkness. And now, she has returned once again. Become a threat to the entire universe, just as the scientist once predicted.
Harriet, how are you here? And what's your relationship with Risa?
After losing my vessel, I was doomed to vanish. But the Akashic records saved me. They wove my soul into their seas and gave me a new vessel, a cosmogenic arm. The first cosmogenic arm to be created, that was me.
As for the Risa you all know and love, I think you've heard the story before. Once upon a time, I was a test subject for a project to create photon-compatible bodies. They did a whole lot of research studying mechanical life forms on the down low. These days, everybody calls us casts. And you know who was the very first one? It was me. Pretty straightforward, right? But since I was the very first, I was super unstable. More unstable than anything. Just the most unstable you could possibly be. Unstable soul Risa, unstable vessel Harriet. The two became one, and gosh, everything just balanced out somehow. Harriet didn't really get back her form and faculties until just recently, though. Until then, she was basically sleeping.
It is as Risa says. I am only awake now because of how the situation on Omega resolved. My soul was rescued there and transformed into a goddess. And so, here we are. Risa and I have spent a long time together, I as a cosmogenic arm, and she as a cast. The appearance of the Dark Falls Collective. The fall of the Photoners. The birth of ARKS. We have seen it all.
Why didn't you mention any of this? If you had said something, we could have been prepared.
Well,
You didn't trust ARKS, did you?
Very perceptive, Admiral! To me, ARKS and the Photoners were doing the exact same thing. Which meant they'd only repeat history. I figured it best for you to just kill until you killed each other out of existence. Until I met you, that is.
Guardian, you did everything in your power to save just one soul, and ARKS supported you, even after arriving in a completely unfamiliar place. You stepped in to help those who wished for salvation. I hate Fullspawn. And I hate the Photoners too. But I like everyone in ARKS. And you as well, of course.
So I don't want you to make the same mistake. That's the reason why I'm here. To walk together with ARKS, shoulder to shoulder.
Right then. Shall we move on to our most pressing issue?
It's bad enough that we don't know the enemy's full strength, but that Shiva lady? Watch out.
Our power comes from photons. If she can just absorb them, there's honestly nothing we can do.
We're working on a countermeasure. Your report, General Affairs.
Huh? You've got some kind of plan? If photons are ineffective, we'll slam them with physical weapons instead. AISs are undergoing final checks, and we're preparing for mass production. The Research Bureau is operating at full capacity in order to make it in time for the next attack.
So our next concern is what the bad guys are up to.
Sadly, we lack useful data. Shao is aiding us in our investigation, but we've still been unable to locate them.
It's simply a technology stealing and isolating photons, after all.
So good luck predicting their next unruly arrival. We'll have to stay vigilant.
Indeed. The training and combat bureaus will cooperate to ensure we're ready to mobilize.
We've got more operatives now, so we can probably double our normal rotation.
I think that just about covers what we're capable of at the moment.
I have a concern. That Shiva person said the Guardian is the vessel of the universe. What did she mean by that?
sadly, I'm not entirely sure myself. But for whatever reason, Shiva is targeting the Guardian. That much is certain.
A pressing concern, whatever her reasons. For now, make sure you stay with Matoi. You'll be fine, so long as you're together.
All bureaus need to cooperate now, more than ever, and to exercise discretion. Together, we'll see this through.
Hey, wait up! Got a minute? So, about those AIS improvements, the researcher in charge wants to see you. I know you're busy, but could you make time to go talk to her? Thanks.
Huh? Alma?
Oh, welcome back, everyone. Can you tell me, is your meeting all wrapped up?
Are you okay, Alma? You don't look so good.
I really want to act tough here, but you got it in one. I feel all oogly. Kinda like how I used to feel after fighting. Memories. Maybe Shiva did something to me when she was here earlier? Nah, it's probably my fault. I bet that wall I put up to block photon absorption is coming back to bite me about now.
Oh, you're not going to disappear, are you?
Oh, no worries. It certainly is not that serious. I don't know if it'll heal, though.
That sounds pretty serious.
No point in panicking. It'll heal in time. Slowly, but surely. Still, sorry guys. I don't want to disappear. So I'll be taking a break from combat for a bit. Yep, you're right. I had better get some R&R.
The AIS researcher Sarah mentioned should be somewhere around here. Excuse us.
That's strange. Eureka! That's it! Ah, shoot! That kills her ability. Oh, if I use a little bit of you-know-what... Ow! Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's going on here? Oh, I get it. Dang, I can't believe you actually came. Glad to make your acquaintance. I'm Ludmilla from R&D. Thanks for coming, Guardians. I'll get straight to the point. Could you do some testing for me? Real combat's fine, too.
Hold on, Ludmilla. We have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm talking AISs, obviously. I'm in charge of remodeling them. The basics are already taken care of, and they're ready for space combat.
Still, this is kind of a rush job, so I'm not sure about other use cases just yet, hence my need for operational data. Anyway, that's why I sent in a request to General Affairs for capable pilots, and here you two are! Which leaves one last step to tackle. Are you ready to get started? You know what they say, time waits for no one. A generic fuselage is good, I think. Yes, that should work, so maybe I should secure the module for ease of operation. Depending on output levels, by the time we are done, even citizens might be able to pilot one, assuming G-Force doesn't squish them. Maybe it would work better if I enhanced the seat safeguards. I had better run all the numbers on how much that'll cost.
Operational data? So she wants us to pilot AISs? Oh, I'm not sure I have what it takes.
What are you so worried about? After all, I heard you used an AIS in that fight against Apprentice before. This is for the sake of ARKS, the future, and most importantly, my research. So hey, no pressure.
Well, I suppose that we may as well give it a try. It was a request from Sarah, after all.
Welcome back, you two. Sarah had you visit our main AIS researcher, right?
Yeah, her name's Ludmila. Not in a bad way or anything, though.
Every extraordinary member of ARKS has a quirk or two, including you guys. She is the one who immediately suggested that we start remodeling them for space. And she was able to make this happen in no time. You never know when a genius like her is going to pop out of the woodwork. Makes things interesting. You could say, I'm readying myself emotionally for what might be. ARKS always had an informational advantage when facing the Fallspawn. We could track their position, and then could predict a Dark Fall's arrival. But this is different. Our opponents have the informational advantage this time. We need to be prepared mentally and physically for anything that might...
Shell?
Damn, are we that outclassed here?
Shell!
Emergency! Dimensional distortion detected! We have hostiles! They've appeared inside the mothership! I repeat, hostile presence detected within the mothership!
There's no need for calculations. Simply crush the head, and this is over.
I've heard Alma is visible to you. I also heard you did a lot for her. Allow me to express my deepest gratitude. I'm not qualified to so much as lay eyes on her. Even so, I can sense it. You all saved her, and for that, I thank you. This could go on and on if we're not careful. After Alma's death, it was ARKS that became my foundation to rely on. So I must protect it once more. It is her home, our home, until the day she can rest in peace. Maria and I can't see her. I can't hear what she says, but I get the sense that she's relying on you. Watch after her. If you need help, I'll be there.
Hey, Risa, what should we call you from now on?
Whatever do you mean? I'm still the Risa everyone knows and loves. No need to change a thing. If you need Harriet for something, just ask, and she'll come right on out.
Exactly right, Risa. I can always hear what you're saying. This one-body arrangement may prove slightly inconvenient, but I hope you'll bear with me.
It'll definitely take some getting used to, that's for sure. Oh, since you're here now, Harriet, I wanted to confirm something with you. How aware are you of everything that happened on Omega?
You were a great aid to me there. Think of us as the exact same person. The Harriet on Omega became the goddess you see now before you. Perhaps it would be easier if you simply thought of me the same way you do Alma. In any case, I remember all that you did for me, Guardian. And I cannot thank you enough.